Hi guys, we have over here Phillip Rubenstein. Was an usher in the Yiddish Theatre years back when they had a big, large Yiddish Theatre in New York's Lower East Side, and he was an usher there, and he knows a lot about the history of the Yiddish Theatre. As a matter of fact, he deals in Yiddish movies and things like that. So we'll give him a little interview here. And hi, Philip, and Shalom. Here we go. We have. Do you know anything about Moshe Eicher?
Moshe Eicher was born in Basarabia. His sister is Feder Eicher. His wife was Florence Weiss. His niece is Mary Michaels. Moshe Eicher made 4 movies. There was Singing in the Dark, was Old English with Joey Adams. He made The Cat's Son, The House in the Zindel, was based on Al Jolson, the jazz singer. See, Al Jolson was the jazz singer, but Al Jolson wasn't the jazz singer. Then he also made Yanker the Schmidt, the singing blacksmith. And he also made Overture to Glory.
And the Vilna Balabessel, he did this too, right?
Yeah, that's Overture to Glory in Yiddish. In Yiddish is always when you say
Overture to Glory.
The Overture to Glory in English. And I worked for the Jewish Theatre for 26 years. I worked in the 2nd Avenue. I worked in the Anderson Theatre. I worked for Central Synagogue for the Volksbühne. I worked for the Norman Thomas High School. I was a usher and a doorman. I was working with Pesach Weinstein, Larry Lux, and Mike Bernstein. That was Mike Bernstein's father and mother. His father's name was Pesach Weinstein. His mother was Larry Lux. And he had a sister also in the Yiddish Theatre, but she never did it. Her name was Susan Roth. And she said, I don't want to do no Yiddish music. Let Mike do this. So everything was up to Mike to sing. But he sang songs after his father, and he was in show business, his father.
So Mike kept up the tradition.
Yes.
Yiddish tradition.
Even his father and mother was alive. He kept on tradition, but his sister never did.
So what did the sister do? What did
Nothing.
She do?
She said, let him swim, let him
she went into private life and I see.
But he always was in Yiddish Theatre. He was a small baby.
Here, this is the Moshe Eicher Seder. This is
Moshe Eicher Seder, and he made 2. Moshe Eicher Seder, Moshe Eicher Hanukkah with Barry Gray. Barry Gray was a journalist for the New York Post. Every night, 11 o'clock on WMCA, he did it from the Copacabana. And he also has a sponsor, was Nat Sherman Cigarettes. That was his sponsor.
Oh, really? So he did it from the Copacabana? From the Copacabana?
Yes.
That's off Central Park, isn't it? That's off Central Park.
Park Avenue.
Oh, I see. That was when the Copacabana was a big place. That was a big to-do in those days. Right.
Well, what you're saying in Yiddish, and I'll say it with a convenience, a very minister. What it was not here no more. When I started with the Yiddish Theatre, we had crowds, a lot of people. People dies, actor dies out. There's no more actors, and the people died out. So that's what happens to Yiddish Theatre. But I have over 300 Yiddish films. And I will say with a tear in my eye because I'm for it. They said that Yiddish Theatre is died out. with my music, with my films, like my Charges and my Rocks and all that. We are not going to die. I am not going to have.
You mean with your films, it's going to keep on
going.
Right.
I make sure it's not going to die out. When I die, then the film goes on. When I'm alive, this film goes with me wherever I go. Whenever I can show a Yiddish film, gives me a happiness that I could show them to the people.
Yeah, Phillip does a lot of showing of Yiddish films to people. You know, as a matter of fact, he can be hired to show the Yiddish films. And he shows at the Educational Alliance often to groups.
And also Austin's building on Willow Street.
Mm-hmm.
I show that every Tuesday. I show Yiddish and English, but more Yiddish.
Mm-hmm.
Today I show two movies. Raisins with almonds in Yiddish, Relatives with mandolin, was based on story of what happens, what was Yiddish Theatre. Then I show another one with Hasbinati in the golden age of 2nd Avenue.
Mm-hmm. You show this today. Today you show this film in front of an audience. Where was that? In front of the Educational Alliance?
No. I was showed it at Willow Street. Right next to the Bayagos Shoe.
Oh, I see. By the Orenstein. Oh, the Orenstein building.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Downstairs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
After lunch.
Do you see younger people also becoming interested in the Yiddish theater? So that could be a future. You know, for Yiddish films.
No. See, this is senior center, so you're not going to have no youngsters.
Oh, I see.
But in Yiddish theater, you bring your children with you. They could understand it, but the tone was there, the taste was there. You can't translate it English to Yiddish because it loses its flavor. Like you're saying in English, it has my grandmother's taste. In English, it doesn't sound good, right? But in Yiddish, it has my brother's tongue. If you want to curse somebody, you'll tell them in English, you should go like an onion, your head down, your feet up. It doesn't make sense. But in Yiddish, sounds best. Je zou vast like a sibyl, in kop en drehen of Friesel.
Very good.
When you eat something, I don't know if I can repeat it again. When you eat something, you say, I have my grandmother's taste. It loses flavor. But when you eat something, it has my brother's tongue.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be like a derogatory remark, right? Touch my brother's tongue.
You can never. You can never mix Yiddish with English because it loses its flavor. And in Yiddish, it loses its tongue.
Right, I see. But I saw a couple of weeks ago where I went in front of the, I went on Houston Street and I went in front of the shul, the Stanton Street shul, and I saw that they had a lot of young people there. That, as a matter of fact, they told me that all of these young people, you know, like 20-something, 25 people, you know, 25, 26, whatever, that they all know Yiddish. So in other words, there seems to be a future for Yiddish also, for the Yiddish language and, you know, the culture of Yiddish.
Now, can I? Now
yeah, go ahead.
You learn Yiddish in the house, because when your grandmother, your grandfather, your father, your mother, they were speaking Yiddish, so you learned it. Today, they don't understand it because nobody speaks Yiddish no more. Everybody speaks English. And so it loses its taste. So when you say something in Yiddish, they'll look at you and say, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? I don't understand what you're talking about. But in Yiddish, you have to grow up with it. And I grew up with Yiddish kind. In the house, working in Yiddish theater for 26 years. And I go to school. So it's not forgetting. I mean, I don't forget where I came from, where I was born. I was born. This is where I was born. I was born the second day of Rosh Hashanah. I was born. My bris was on Yom Kippur. was born in Jewish hospital. I worked 26 years in the Yiddish Theatre. How much Jewish can I be?
It's very Jewish, very right. So anyway, but there seems to be that there's there seems to be like a groundswell of that the younger people are interested also. There's a certain amount of younger people that are also interested in Yiddish, and they want to continue it. So that's a good sign too. That's a very good sign.
Sure. But you know what Joe Young said? You can change your neighborhood. You can do whatever you want. But when you hear a Jewish word, it melts in your mouth.
Yeah. That's very good. Oh, you know about him, Boris Tomaszewski, too?
Boris Tomaszewski.
Which one was he?
He had a playhouse after him. The Boris Tomaszewski Playhouse, and also Maurice Schwartz had a theater named after him.
He was Tevye, wasn't he?
Tevye the Milker. He was the first one. See, when Maurice Schwartz did Tevye, it was not done in Warsaw, or it was not done in Europe. It was done in Farmersdale, New York, a Long Island. So they made it look like a
shtetl. They made it look like a shtetl. Oh, I see. Yeah. Maurice Schwartz was in Tevye the Milker. Tevye the Milker.
Right.
So he was one of the big Yiddish theater.
He did Uncle Moses. He made a silent movie, Laugh Through Tears. That was a silent movie of Maurice Schwartz. Mirko Rosenberg was the narrator for the movie.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And which one is Boris Tomaszewski over here? That's this. Which picture? Which one is it? Oh, let's show it to the camera. This one here. That's Boris Tomaszewski. Would this be? Oh no, this is some.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Boris Tomaszewski made a movie called By Mitzvah. It was a very good movie. But what I said before, with all my films, I have a lot of films. If I could help anybody to raise money in a synagogue, I don't want the money for myself. Whatever you charge, the money goes to the shul, or whatever it is. But I do want one thing I gotta have from whoever runs it: coffee and cake, because the nation will come alive. If you don't have no coffee and cake, then you're not gonna have no audience.
That mean you mean
because people like the Jewish people like to eat. So please, if you want me, you gotta have coffee, cake, a little chazer right here and there, pretzels, soda, whatever. But you gotta have something for the men. If you're gonna charge them, you gotta have something for them. You gotta have audience. Whatever you can charge them, this is nishmach in the business. This is not my business. But if you want to make money, I'll help you make money by showing movies.
Very good, right. Yeah, and you have a big library of movies to show, too.
I have over 300 Yiddish films.
Oh, very good. That's Phil. So that's Phillip Rubenstein. Phil the Tumler Rubenstein. The Tumler means the
noisemaker.
The noisemaker, like an entertainer. He's an entertainer.
Right. See, when Raymond had a show, he was the Tumler, so I couldn't use that. When he became the Simcha man, then I used the Tumler. I took after him because I played Jewish music. I played Jewish, Hebrew, and Russian. I don't understand Russian, I don't understand Hebrew, but I play. Yiddish music, I know. Russian music, one word I know in Russian is Spasiba. That means thank you. That's the only thing I know in Russian.
So beautiful. So well, you're learning. You learn. You learn little by little.
There's never too, how you say, there's never too special to learn.
That's right.
That means you're never too old to learn.
Right. Do you have any movies with Jigen and Schumacher?
Yes, I have. I have the Schimmer doing the Tonight Show. Ziggler with the show, Tonight Show with Harvey Einstein. He made 2 movies.
Chava Alberstein, huh? She was Yiddish. No, she was.
It was a stage show. It was no movie.
Right.
But he made 2 movies. Yisroel Schumacher. They were like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis in the English theater. But Shimon Zilbach was in the Yiddish theater.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, they were like from Tel Aviv, I think. They were from Tel Aviv. We might have a couple of album covers to show about them. We don't have it right now, but some other time we'll show that. That's Shimon Jigan and Schumacher. Yisroel Schumacher.
Yisroel.
Oh, Yisroel Schumacher. Right. And Shimon Jigan was the more famous one because he did a few solo albums. They did a lot of They were joking. They were jokesters, weren't they? Right. So anyway, we're gonna give you Phil's Phil. Where you can get in touch with Phil. Phil, if you're interested in him showing some Yiddish movies for your event, things like that. And so this is Phil the Tumler Rubenstein. And thank you very much for coming here.
I have your permission to give him my phone number.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, why don't you say it?
It's Phillip, P-H-I-L-I-P.
It's
03-549-9842. One more time. 803-549-9842. Auf Yiddish, yes. 803 549 9842.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Phil. Thank you very much.
Yashikaya.
Baruch to you. Thank you very much for coming to
Thank you very much for having me here.
Oh, anytime. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.